Hey guys, what is up? It is SSD Middleman here with GuidesForUsAll, and today we're going to be checking out the newly released Karak Wraith in Warframe. So the Tubemen of Rigor event is over, and no matter which side you participated on, as long as you joined in enough conflicts, you will have the Karak Wraith in your inventory next time you log in. This is a direct buff to the Karak, even though it is kind of a minor buff. The reskin looks nice, as all the Wraith weapons do in my opinion. So the buffs were obviously an increase to base damage with slash puncture and impact. It got a status chance increase to 15%, which is probably one of the biggest highlights of the weapon, as well as the magazine being doubled from 30 to 60. On a note that really doesn't matter that much, the critical multiplier got up to 2, and the critical chance got pushed up to 5%. Giving the weapon a little bit more damage, but not really enough to make it super noticeable. The magazine increase is very, very nice though. As you can see in the gameplay, the weapon is pretty cool. I like the look of it, like I said, and I loved the original Karak. Even though it wasn't a high tier weapon, it just felt really nice to use. It just felt like a really traditional assault rifle, and the fact that this weapon is so accurate makes it a lot of fun to use. That's just my opinion. You guys might not feel the same way. But anyways, a lot of people have been hating on the Karak Wraith. I've been seeing a lot of hate in-game, on YouTube, just from a ton of people, and then some people saying they wish they had the Dara Vandal as well. I don't think the Dara Vandal would have been that great either, but I'd like to say that I do not think the Karak Wraith is a terrible weapon. I think it is absolutely amazing for maybe some middle-leveled players, mid-game. In the higher level missions, it does fall off pretty considerably, but it is still sort of viable if you mod it correctly. Now, I am going to show you guys, and I've never done this before in a video, so don't hate on me if I'm not the best at modding, but I'm going to show you guys my recommended mod build for a Zero Forma Karak Wraith, starting off with the Grineer build. And so I put rank 9 heavy caliber. It can be rank 10 as well, since this weapon comes pre-installed with a blue potato and a V polarity slot. You could have a max rank heavy caliber and replace where I have the split chamber in this build, and it'll be the same amount of mod points. So heavy caliber rank 9 or 10, serration rank 9, partially just because I don't have my serration to rank 10 yet. Split chamber maxed out, and then for Grineer I put in Hellfire at rank 4, a rank 3 high voltage so we can get that radiation damage, and then I threw in a max rank Malignant Force to increase the status chance and to give us a little bit of toxin damage. Now if you do decide to form your Karak Wraith, you'll be able to add additional elemental mods which can increase your status chance and the damage you're dealing with the actual status effects, and the radiation and toxin damage will be increased. Or not toxin, but you know what I mean. Anyways, moving on to the Corpus build. The way I like to do it with the Corpus build is just a tiny bit different from the Grineer build. Keep heavy caliber, serration, and split chamber, but instead go for the magnetic damage. And I only had 6 points left over, so I could not put on any more mods that would increase the status chance, as I did not have any rank 2 ones. So I just decided to throw on Shred to increase the fire rate just by a little bit, and put a little bit of punch through on the weapon, as I figured that might help a tiny bit. I looked through the rest of my mods and couldn't really find anything that suited that last 6 points very well. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Maybe fast hands to increase the reload speed, but like I said, this weapon has 60 bullets in the clip, so you won't need to reload as often as you would with some other ones. And last but not least, the Void/Infested build. On this one, I just switched it over to corrosive damage. Kept the Shred mod because I ended up with 6 points left over. Of course, if your infected clip mod is only rank 4, you could put on the rank 7, I can't remember the name of the mod, but the one that increases status chance, so you won't have to face the status chance deficit like I am in my Corpus/Infested builds. I highly recommend heavy caliber, serration, and split chamber for this weapon. A lot of people are saying that since it has a high status chance, it would be best built as a status chance weapon, although I tried that out, and the weapon just feels super underwhelming with that. And without any Forma, it's kinda hard to get all of those elemental effects and the status chance on there without sacrificing some of your damage mods. So this is the mod setup I prefer. I went into some decently high missions, even a Tower 4 mission, and it was killing the enemies pretty well. I was wiping out the Grineer Bombards and the Napalms in just a few seconds. It really wasn't taking as long as I expected it to. So the weapon's pretty good. I don't recommend bringing it into super high level tower missions like T4 Survivals, where you're going to 40 minutes. Your team's probably going to hate you. and I definitely recommend this weapon for low to medium gameplay, just under that threshold of high level gameplay. If you go into a mission against like level 20 or 30 enemies, this thing will be amazing. It'll function just as well as a Soma would in those kind of missions. You'll be one or two shotting enemies with this thing, and it's honestly a lot of fun to use. And another thing I'd like to note, I forgot to say this earlier, the reason that heavy caliber is so good on this weapon is because it gives you the damage increase, and the lowered accuracy doesn't really matter that much on this weapon because it is already so freaking accurate. I was still shooting enemies at long range and nailing almost every single shot, so heavy caliber doesn't really affect the accuracy of this weapon that much, but the damage increase is very necessary in my opinion. So, anyways, that's my opinion on the Karak Wraith, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if there's anything I could do to improve my no forma build, you can let me know as well. Obviously, if you forma this weapon, your build will be a lot better, and you'll be able to output a lot more damage with this weapon. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like rating down below and subscribe to see some more videos in the future, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.